Hi there, it's Donovan. You know what I've been missing out on? A watch that can actually play games and actually tell the time in a very fun manner. Well, luckily Nintendo has us covered with these, the Game & Watch lineup of The Legend of Zelda and Super Mario Bros. These really are a joy and are an amazing little collectible for little stupid collectors like me. These are very high quality reprints, or I guess you could say specializations of the Game & Watch lineup, or you could say the form factor. It takes the form factor of the Game & Watch ball. Impeccable build quality. It just really feels solid and authentic without making it feel like a cheap cash grab. These feel amazing, and well, we'll get to the functions later, but I just really want to go over and gush over the build quality of these things because I mean, yeah, they're Game & Watches. I mean, look, this one even lights up in the dark with the Triforce. The first one to release of these was the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, which was created for the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary. It was revealed within the Direct and was a genuinely great surprise and it was not the best, but a very fun celebration of the beginning of Super Mario Bros. In the form of a tiny little portable that you can bring anywhere. Now, of course, you could play Super Mario Bros. Anywhere you want. Like, I bet I could somehow play it on this. But playing it on an actual legitimate Game & Watch unit, for some reason feels super weird, but super unique and very fun and cool. And I'm running out of adjectives here. It's just a really neat way of playing a bite-sized version of the original Mario Brothers on a portable form factor that isn't the size of a brick. Like, try putting your Nintendo Switch in your pocket. It's not gonna feel good. But whenever I really want to fire up Super Mario Brothers for an odd occasion, I fire it up on this bad boy because it's just so easy to just pick up and play and just get right into the game. It just feels great to play with. I mean, not only did Nintendo have to not do this, but they kind of went above and beyond with this little reproduction device. In the past, for Club Nintendo, they re-released the Game & Watch Ball unit, which was a super faithful recreation of the original Game & Watch Ball unit. It's very indistinguishable between the original 1970s version and the 2010s version. But here we have a specialized Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch. It just feels so right. Now, nothing gets me hornier than Samus Aran, but the one exception is specialized box art. Now, this is a real joy because it has a slipcover of Game & Watch Super Mario Bros., but also with this Game & Watch, they have a specialized version of Game & Watch Ball. Now, this isn't any Game & Watch Ball. It's Mario Game & Watch Ball. Mario, what have they done to you? I mean, I got nothing to say. The attention to detail with these Nintendo specialized products is just a joy to look at, and is just everything a collector, aka a mental health institute patient, would ever want out of one of these. But if we actually get into the Game & Watch itself, guess what it does? It's an actual watch that gives off that Nintendo charm with the Mario animations. And look at this, you can even change the background. Like, this is Game of the Year right here. Now, not only can you do that, but the real treat is actually playing the actual video game. Now, the thing about these Game & Watch units is that they are incredibly tiny. Now, I for one am a 6'4" man that loves reading women literature, so, you know, these buttons are just a little tiny for me, but they get the job done. But, you know, I'm not every normal man, so this might be a little bit of a cramped situation while playing Super Mario Brothers, but it gets the job done. And I mean, like, this is a really quality D-pad. I mean, it puts the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller D-pad to shame. This screen is really quality, albeit kind of small, where like Mario and these Goombas are the size of Tic Tacs. Like, I could fit them in my mouth. But yeah, I mean, like, this sure is Super Mario Brothers. And not only do you get Super Mario Brothers, but you get its ugly cousin, Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. everyone's favorite Kaizo Mario Maker levels. Fucking hate that game. Including not 1 but 2 games is a nice treat, even though it is the lost levels. It's better than nothing. Would I have preferred something like maybe Super Mario Land, you know, a game that's actually playable? Yeah, sure, but what we got, it's good enough. I am going to be the first to get the world record speedrun on Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels Game & Watch Edition. But not only can you play Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, but you can play Ball. This thing is made of nightmares, man. If you're expecting like a video essay on Game & Watch Ball, I'm sorry, but you came to the wrong idiot. I mean, Game & Watch Ball, in and of itself, it's a fun, neat little high score game where you can just mindlessly go at it for a little while you're a little bored. I mean, that is the point of the Game & Watch. Just whip it out whenever you're bored and, you know, have fun with 3 balls. But hey, it's nice that they, you know, mutilated Mario here, but, you know, it adds to that charm, even though the charm is fucking creepy, but I don't know what to say, man. This is just a really cool reproduction unit. I remember taking this bad boy to Super Nintendo World, where in between lines and for the weights, I would just whip this bad boy out and just start going at it in Super Mario Brothers or Ball. No, I did not play the Lost Levels, because I am not a masochist. But yeah, really awesome reproduction unit of Game & Watch Ball converted into a Mario Brothers emulator. This is just how I play Mario 1 and 2. Just with that, I don't even use my NES Classic Edition for it. I don't use Switch Online. I want to play Super Mario Brothers on this bad boy. It's just a fun, neat little way of playing. Just Mr. Nintendo over here. But I don't have just one Game & Watch, but 2 Game & Watches. What do I look like to you? Not a dork? This is The Legend of Zelda Game & Watch, released for the 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda. Now, this is what you call an upgrade, because this is the Mario Brothers Game & Watch, but better in every single way. For one, it doesn't have the lost levels. Yeah, I was really surprised and delighted to hear that for the 35th anniversary of Zelda, it too would be getting its own specialized Game & Watch, and what we got is really awesome. For this Game & Watch, it's really similar to the build quality of the Mario Brothers Game & Watch. It's pretty much identical, except green this time. Wow, who could have thought? Also, I just noticed the color palette of the Super Mario Brothers Game & Watch is that of the Famicom. That's just a really fun fact, okay? Please kiss me, ladies. But yeah, following the same principles as the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch really has all the features of the old one, but with a couple new added twists that really make this the definitive Game & Watch package compared to Mario. I mean, for one, on the clock screen, I can actually play. Are there any Legend of Zelda clock speedrunners out there? If so, I'm coming for you. But the thing that really makes a difference for this watch compared to the Mario Brothers one, that really wins it over for me, is that you can actually never turn this thing off. This is the clock that I use whenever I'm playing Nintendo Switch games, or even, God forbid, the one PS5 game. I don't normally use the Mario Game & Watch as a clock because, well, it turns off every 5 minutes, while as the Zelda one, it comes with a little cardboard stand that you can put inside, and it'll just never turn off, and I just keep it plugged into my Switch, so it's just a permanent clock there. Albeit, sometimes it's a little hard to read, but it's there to signify that, yes, I do need help. But again, as a little collectible, this is one of my favorite Nintendo collectibles that I have in my collection. How many times did I put the word collect in that sentence? And I just couldn't help myself, you know, I'm getting a little bricked up here. Again, similar to that of the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, again, it has a little sleeve that has Zelda printing on it. Oh my god, how did they siphon so much money out of me? And yeah, again, similar to that of the old Game & Watch, instead of Ball, we have Vermin, which, in my opinion, is a much more fun game. Alright, let's see the nightmare Nintendo has cooked up for us. That's not that bad. Now, because they have more sophisticated games on this system, they had to include the start and select buttons, which aren't present on the Mario Brothers, so I don't know, more nipples. But let's get into the features that we actually all care about, the games. For one, we have the original Zelda, which, I still haven't beaten to this day. And if I ever want to beat this game for some reason, I will be doing it on here, and I will be getting the world record, okay? Mark my words. Of course, with these Game & Watch units, we have to have the Black Sheep, aka the Lost Levels equivalent. Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Why the hell would anyone in their right mind want to play this? Like I said, because they're a masochist. I mean, this is one hard game, mainly because the controls suck ass, but at least they have it. It's nice. Definitely my least played game on this system, mainly because they have an actual good video game. Link's Awakening is present on this system, and I mean, it's Link's Awakening. It's pretty freaking good. I've played this on Nintendo Switch, so I already know what's up. It's just, everything's a little bit smaller and a low-key kind of worse, but it's a legitimate, actual good Zelda game. Sorry Zelda 1, and not so sorry Zelda 2. But it's a little adventure that I could whip out and just plow through, just like back in the 90s. Oops. So yeah, really cool that they included Link's Awakening, which brings the total games up to 3 compared to just the 2 regular games on the Mario Brothers. Can I just stop falling? Now, comparing this to Game & Watch Ball, I mean, look at this. This is so much more fun. And also, look, it's Game & Watch Down Smash. Look, Dad, look! Vermin is actually a really... it's actually really fun and addicting. I mean, I took this to, like, a family dinner one time because, yes, I am a loser. And I showed this to my cousin and brother, and we just played through this the whole time. But there is one more feature that this Game & Watch has that the Mario Brothers Game & Watch does not, and that being a timer. So if you're ever cooking some mac and cheese, I don't know, you could play, Zelda 2 for some reason because you hate yourself and want to spend the rest. When I'm dying, I'm gonna be setting a timer for a minute. I'm just gonna play this, and once a minute happens, I'll just peacefully die. That's a good way to go out. Yeah, you can actually get a high score here while you're waiting for your instant ramen for some reason, if you're into that. But I can't play this game. Look at this. So yeah, these are the 35th anniversary re-release Game & Watch units. They're really fun little collector's items that I truly cherish, and is a proud spot whenever people enter my little man cave. Now, do I wish they did a little more with these? Yeah, but I mean, for the price you're getting these at, maybe the Mario Brothers is a little overpriced. I believe this was $60. $60 for the Lost Levels. Are you kidding me? But the Zelda one, I mean, I think this was also $60 as well. I mean, this is a pretty good buy. I mean, Zelda 1, Zelda 2, but then Link's Awakening and Vermin, all in a little specialized little package. This is just a joy. I love this, and it's an actual clock. I use this to tell time. Who could have thought? Who needs this? Do I wish maybe for the Super Mario Brothers Game Watch to have something like Super Mario Land, or I don't know, they could have added 2 more buttons and shoulder buttons for Super Mario World, maybe, but I think those games are sort of pushing it. They probably would need to raise the price even more, and with the inclusion of all those buttons, it would sort of lose the spirit of the simplicity of what makes a Game & Watch a Game & Watch. With Zelda, they're pretty much pushing what you can do with these systems. Would I have liked a Link to the Past, or maybe the Oracle games in addition, or even the color variants. The color variants of Link's Awakening. It's not even on here. It's just Game Boy. But what we got is pretty damn nice. Although I do wish that for more franchise anniversaries, like Metroid, they gave it a specialized Game & Watch. They could have done Metroid 1 and Metroid 2 And I don't know, the Game & Watch fishing game. For a Kirby anniversary, they could have done a Kirby Game & Watch with Kirby's Dream Land and Kirby's Dream Land 2, or I don't know, throw in Kirby's Pinball for fun. Or even Pokemon. They would never do that, but Pokemon Game & Watch with maybe red, blue, green as a game thrown in there, and I don't know, some other dumbass obscure Game & Watch game, the flag one. You know, they could have done that, but what we got with Mario and Zelda, I mean, it makes sense as to why they chose these two specific franchises. But yeah, after Mario and Zelda, those are Nintendo's two premier franchises. They just didn't make any more of these, which, it's a shame. Please give us more of these little goodies, Nintendo. I really love the attention to detail and quality that they put into these little celebration systems, really. These are just celebrations of their respective franchises, and albeit they're a little small, maybe they're not a full game, maybe it's just the re-releases of these same old-ass games for the billionth time, they're coated in this special paint and housed in this incredible chassis where I can just overlook that and just say, you know what, it was worth the money. So, all in all, I love these little systems. These are my primary ways of playing Zelda 1, Mario 1, and if I ever want to kill myself, The Lost Levels and Zelda 2. These are great little additions. Although I do feel like that I failed my recent math midterm, so you know what, Zelda 2, here we come.